All right. So the reason why African elders, well, some African elders, you know, seem like it's they're against youths and all that stuff. They're always complaining. It's like at the end of the day, they forget that they were once youths, and two they forget that they're the ones that's supposed to be leading, and you don't lead by berating someone. You lead by showing by example. You lead by listening to what the person you want. Like for example, you lead by letting the youth, speak, and then show them a different path that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to understand. The elders have to understand that they're gonna make mistakes too. You know what I mean? That's how they also learn. Yeah. It's unfortunate that some people have to make mistakes, but it is what it is. That's just how life is. Sometimes you have to make that. They have to make that mistake themselves, and then they will literally learn from it. Like, so it's a bittersweet thing, but that's all I can say is some African elders need to just calm themselves, okay? Like youths, or in fact, I don't think, regardless of age, I don't think anyone listens to anyone that is always complaining about someone, or always angry and upset and shouting at them or whatever. Like it also depends on the circumstance, doesn't it? But like just guide, innit? Like guide properly. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, let me use football for an example, right? Actually, no, let me use this real life example from experience, right? I remember I used to do music, right? And there was this music course that I did back in. I'm trying to look at the date on the certificate I got. But anyway, so basically, long story short, um, they were talking about my flow, like the people, the teachers or whatever. That obviously they're older than me, and they've worked with like notable like artists, notable like rappers and stuff like that back in that era as well. So obviously they know what they're talking about. Now the thing is, even though back then I didn't understand, now I understand now. But like they didn't shout at me. They let me know that like you need to work on the flow. But they said, listen, so they guided me. They're like, look, if you listen to, I think they mentioned Busta Rhymes. In fact, yeah, it was Busta Rhymes. Yeah. They said, listen to Busta Rhymes, listen to his flow, blah blah blah. And I was like, hmm. Like I never at that time I didn't understand. I kid you not. I was like, flow, what is flow? Like I had no idea. All I wanted to do was just rap. And fair enough, they gave me a local 8 bar on well technically 4 bars on that tune. What are you talking about? Hey, yo, how did the song go again? I don't even matter how the song goes. If I could find a song on YouTube, yeah, I will do a reaction video to it. Um, but yeah, like long story short, yeah, man, what we're gonna say? So they guided me correctly. You know what I mean? Had they were be like, no, this is how our flow is, blah 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 blah, like I wouldn't have listened. You know what I mean? And I hold my hands up and I'll be like, yeah, at some point it kind of did feel disheartening when someone's telling you you're doing something wrong, but I still listened. I still did my homework, listening to Busta Rhymes, but I still couldn't grasp the understanding of what they meant. But now I get it. Do you see what I mean? Now I get what a flow is. Like, but I ain't rapping no more. I'm just flipping, doing reaction videos now and again or stuff like that. But yeah. So that's what I mean. It's guiding makes sense. There's different ways of guiding. It just depends on that individual and how they learn as well. That's another key thing. How they learn. Yeah? There's some that learn through kinesthetics. There's some that learn from auditory. And there's some that learn through visuals. So elders have to pay attention to this. This is why Yeah, if you're an adult watching this, you're an elder in the community watching this, whether you identify as being an African elder or Caribbean elder or whatever elder, one thing I recommend you do, yeah, in fact, regardless of your age, yeah, because one day we're all going to become elders, is what it is, or OGs, whatever you want to call it. Click the link in the description box below. Yeah, you'll get access to online courses such as parenting. Yeah, I know it's parenting, but bear with me because in that course, that's where you're going to learn all that vital information, such as learning how to guide properly, how to guide the youth properly, how to guide the next generation properly. You see what I mean? Because it's in a way it's slightly parenting me deep it, but you learn more. Like I said when I mentioned about the auditory, you learn more about that. You learn more about from the kinesthetics, you learn more about that, and you learn more about the visuals and how people learn more about that. Alright? So if you got any other reactions or any other things to talk about next, go ahead, leave it in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.